Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm gonna show you today how to use the food scale. You asked, I deliver. You know what, I weigh my food every day, so to me it just comes very naturally. So I understand a lot of you get confused. How are you supposed to use this? How do you know how to measure it? Are you supposed to measure it before you cook, after you cook? The question marks are many. So I'm gonna show you today when I make my breakfast and how I utilize the scale. This scale has been with me forever. As you can see, I actually bought out the scales, but this is my favorite. It lasts anything and everything. It's so many years old, I don't even know what. It's my best friend. This is my best friend. So, breakfast with Maaxx. Tag along here, guys. Let me show you. So first of all, I make my steak in the air fryer. Yes, it comes out delicious. My secret number, Jesus, this is so dry. My secret number for my somewhat bloody steak is 400 degrees, 11 minutes. I weigh all my food after cooking except the oatmeal. So your macros are obviously different than mine. You need to base it off of what you are supposed to eat and not what I'm supposed to eat. So I do 60 grams of oats for my breakfast. The oats I weigh before I cook them. Everything else I weigh after. I like my oatmeal kind of dry, so I don't put a lot of water, but it's up to you how much water you want to add here. Unless you are competing and you're right before competition, then you might have to weigh this water as well. But if you're a regular person that just want to be healthy and eat properly, don't worry so much about that. You can make your oatmeal in the microwave, in the air fryer, on the stove, whatever you desire. I'm doing in the microwave today. Sometimes I do in the air fryer. I really like the air fryer better. Microwaves are no bueno. With my breakfast, I take enzymes, iodine, glutamine, vitamin D3. That is not actually a vitamin. That's a different story, guys. And some lysine. I mix my powders like this. Empty stomach. And remember, digestive enzymes before food. That's the iodine brown in the bottom. I do only unflavored stuff. For me, I go all unflavored. Sorry, I totally forgot. I also do my omega-3. I take 2 of these a day, so I do 1 with the breakfast and 1 in the evening. For my oatmeal, I do cinnamon. I don't weigh the cinnamon. Just sprinkle a little bit on here. Then we get coconut oil. I want to weigh it in grams. So what you do is, basically you put your bowl on and put your spoon or fork in, then zero it out. So it's 0 grams now. That way, when you grab coconut oil, I'll try to do this with one hand here. So when you put this back here, oh, so close. I want 10 grams. When you put it back, it doesn't weigh the fork, if that makes sense. So close. 10 grams. So remember now that these are my macros. This doesn't mean that you need 10 grams, but this is how you weigh it. So I'm done with the coconut oil. I want to zero this out again. However you do it on your scale. Then we get blueberries. So I do 100 grams of blueberries on here. And if it's too much, we'll take it away. I want to be precise. Here's the thing. You can't think that you can half-ass shit and it's supposed to work. There you go, 100 grams. Don't half-ass shit. Be precise. I'm going to explain something to you guys. Maybe you're a competitor, maybe you're not, maybe you don't care about this, but here's the thing. If you have goals and you have specific goals, if you are half-assing shit, how do you think you're supposed to reach your goals? If you have perfect goals, you gotta have perfect execution. So start being on point with shit. I'm not saying that it matters if you eat 1 gram too much here and there, but you do have to understand that if you have a precise goal, you gotta be precise on your way getting there. So if you want to lose a certain amount of weight or you want a certain measurement or something, Just start being perfect. Perfect execution equals perfect results. Now to the steak. So I want to put the plate on first, then zero it out. Okay, my scale is a little slow here. Come on, scale. He's old, but he's trustworthy. I've only changed the batteries like one time in, I don't know, 7 years. So now it's on 0, right? But for the steak, I actually do ounces. You can measure it however you want, but just make sure you have the right measurement, and I start on 0. So I grab my steak and I put it on here. So I want for my breakfast 4.5 ounces. Okay, you see it's a little bit too much, so I need to take a little bit away. And this is why the food doesn't look perfect all the time. You see how I got it to exactly 4.5 ounces, because that's what I wanted. So this is what my steak looks like. You can cook it more if you want. And this is why you want to weigh things like this after, because depending on how you cook it, the macros might be slightly different. Because if you cook the steak for a very long time, it's going to shrink a lot, right? And maybe there will be more or less fat, maybe there will be more or less water. You know, it is gonna matter. So I'm gonna say this. Can you not weigh your steak before cooking? Yes, you can, but be consistent. You can't weigh it sometimes pre-cook, sometimes after cook. Here's the thing. I know some people weigh their food before they cook it, and it's not that you can't do that. But what you have to do is be consistent. Pick your way and stick to it. You can't sometimes do one thing and sometimes do another thing. It's not gonna work. Be precise. And no, I don't believe in flexible dieting, because how the fuck are you supposed to know? Because the thing is, you look on the nutrition label or you buy meat or whatever, you never know exactly what's in there. So I don't believe in flexible dieting. Also, your body functions better on certain types of food. So find your foods and stick to them. I said, depending on your goals, maybe your goals are not that specific. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you just want to feel good. You don't care what you look like or whatever the hell it is. But be consistent and start caring. I cut up my steak like a child, like pre-cut it, because that's how I like it, okay? And I also weigh my salt. I weigh my salt too, so I want 1/8 of a teaspoon. No. Sorry, I want 1/4 of a teaspoon. Never mind. Okay, so I weigh with this thing and then I put it on there. So before I train, I typically do a double. And after training or the rest of the day, I do 1/4 of a teaspoon. So I'm training later today, so I did 1/4 of a teaspoon on this meal. I'm currently looking into different types of salt and stuff. I don't know if this is like the perfect salt and what the hell they put in there. I hear scary types of stories, but this is what I'm using right now, and if I learn more about salt and stuff, I will let you guys know. This is the cinnamon I buy. I look for the non-GMO label always. Same with my coconut oil. Organic, non-GMO. Only coconut oil. Nothing else. Okay guys, it's time to eat. Don't forget your vitamins. And drink a lot of water. I got this is a 1/2 gallon bottle. My Miss Bikini World bottle. I drink 1 gallon of water a day. So this is how you weigh your food. If you have any questions, hit me up, guys.